And like we are, welcome everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene in a New York Living World of Darkness venue. We will be shooting for Werewolf once again, actually, we're shooting for kinfolk more because kinfolk are awesome. Duh. And we will find two of those awesome kinfolk in, hanging out in a private location, which we actually didn't determine. So let's make it Leah's apartment for now, or her old apartment that she still has. Um,
Yeah, well, her old furniture is still there, so hey, why not?
why not exactly?
We just won't mention that to anybody else.
So, Sina and Leah kind of met up because it's been a while and a lot has happened. Like, really a lot. Well, at least for Sina, a lot. She's like, she's sitting there like opposite of Leah, kind of stretching. Like, oh my god. So, you still have your coffee maker here?
Actually I took all the kitchen stuff with me. It's like packed up and taking up half of his bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I really need to get a storage unit.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with this place then?
Just give it up. I only had it for a few months anyways. I'll just go. I'm gonna find another place here in a bit.
Yeah,
I'm not.
probably.
I can't stay there forever. It would just be. It's so weird.
I know what you're going. I mean, I know. I actually, I need to find another place as well. I guess. I mean, I've been living off Gerard's charity long enough now. I guess.
Yeah, and just so you know that they actually kind of well, at least Callie's all flipped out about the Black Spiral dancer thing.
What's Black Spiral Dancer thing?
You know about it. You know the one that we met at the art gallery. Since they have our cards and shit, they can find us. They
Oh,
can find us.
well, not anymore. I moved out of my old apartment like a long time ago.
Oh, that doesn't change anything. Apparently, there's a right that they can do on the card
Oh
that they can
God.
find us. Yeah, that's why.
Uh,
That's why Callie wanted me to move in with
I
with
don't
other
even
with
know.
Guru, so I'd have protection.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even know if I have given him card. I mean, it's all fun and games. I have his card. Doesn't mean I gave one back. But I
Well, I
presume I
had one of
gave
his
one
cards and
back.
one of mine's missing, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that I must have.
I always hand out so many cards. I could not tell if one is missing. It's like no, they're flying around loose in my bag. I didn't even worry counting. It's like I don't know. I didn't know how much I had on me because usually I have this box with like I order like I don't know 25,000 something. I just have this box and I just grab the hands and throw them in my bag so I can you know.
I didn't order mine. They were given to me. Like Vale ordered them and gave some to me. Like, why would I ever have a card that says or choose a card that says administrative assistant as my job?
If it's not yours, like if it doesn't feel yours, I don't know how magic works, but if it's not like yours, then maybe they can't actually trace anything from it. I don't
Uh,
know.
it does have my name. It actually has a phone number and an address of well, they're
I don't
moving.
know.
They're moving the agency, but it doesn't have my
Well,
home number or whatever. But it's just
oh,
it's the whole point. It's like if apparently since it was something that belonged to me, they can do a thing and they can
wow.
find me. So if they do have your card, you might really want to be careful.
Yeah, no, just like oh my God, you.
I'm not saying I'm excited to like be living with the agent.
No, it's just like
It's one thing if we decided we wanted to move in, that's fine. But we weren't there yet, so it's just kind of weird.
I'm not gonna live in. Well, I don't. No. I would probably. I need a place of my own. I would not want. I would not want to live off Gerard's charity. It's like it's cool to be there and everything, but it's too posh for me.
You should visit over there, except I'm not sure that I'm allowed to tell anybody where it is. It's full of cockroaches. There's nothing less posh than
Oh,
cockroaches.
okay. You know what? Why don't you just go check for a place together? It's you and me.
Why not?
Uh,
I mean, we could probably get a pretty nice place between our two incomes.
that's what I'm talking about. And besides, I mean, at least that, at least that way, if it's big enough, I can actually invite Greenlee over from time to time instead of always going to his place.
You into him?
I don't know. It's more like I need to build that relationship up. It's oh my god, have you heard? It's like yesterday Travis was going like insane. It was like we need to kill him now. It's just he doesn't seem to get what it means to actually build up a relationship so you can find out more details, so you can fill out the bigger picture and then take action. He's just like, I immediately need to take action. And it's not listening. You know, Gerard actually had to step in there. It's like, she's under my orders. And I was like, dude, seriously, sure.
That sounds like Travis, actually.
Oh
But
my god, it's so annoying. And
yeah,
it's
did you know
it's
he?
not like they know anything yet, you know? It's not like I know anything yet. So he has this tattoo, and it may or may not be bad that he has it. Sure, it belongs to this apparently this old tribe or something, and that is apparently like gone to the stepped over to the worm, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything yet, except for okay, he has his like, like I don't know how to compare it. Like someone gets drunk and puts a puts a cross on his ass. Does that immediately make him a Nazi? Stuff like that, you know. I,
Hmm.
you don't know anything yet. I'm trying to point it out to them. I just need more time. I need more information.
Fair enough, I guess. Speaking of Travis, I saw him today.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, it was actually not as bad as you think. He actually asked me to, he's coming on down with the I am the warder stuff. And no, he asked me if I'd help with the Cubs.
Hmm. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he wants me to kind of help them with kinfolk guru relations.
Oh, okay, so you actually get a chance to do something about that. That's cool.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm just not quite sure what else I'm supposed to say beyond treat them well.
Hmm. Well, what is treating them well, you know? It's like, for some people, treat them well means, oh, you only get punished one day a week, you know? And for someone else, it's like, oh, let's make sure that I'm gonna put you in a glass cage and never touch you again, and just,
Mm,
yeah, you know?
that's very unappealing.
So
Um,
yeah, both the options are very unappealing. I would refrain from saying treat them well into treat them fair, and don't look down on them, but treat them as
e-
humans, because
as
that's
equals, as equals.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're all after all we're all creatures. We're all from
children of Gaia.
well, yeah, if you want to put it like that.
Well, just because I hear that so very often, I'm sure you can guess why.
Mhm. Well, I have to say he has a point there.
Yeah, but he repeats it over and over again.
Hey, you think I'll ever admit that he has a point?
I would, but not in public. What? I'm Black Fury, man.
Fair enough, I guess. I don't actually really know that much about Black Furies yet. But
Well, think woman power,
yeah, girl power. Spice
girl
Girls.
power. It's a thing. We're all about that. But yeah. So you're saying your whole point here is you just want to be able to find out if he is like if Greenlee is like guilty, so you can find out if you can really be friends with him or whatever.
Well, I don't really know. It goes beyond really friendship, I guess. As in, basically, they had this
Drunken
idea.
Twister?
Uh, you heard of that?
Because you told me.
Oh. All right, yeah, I did, of course. I'm sorry, it's like so much happened that day. You've heard, there was like afterwards, the raid and everything that went on. It's, I ended, I ended up with Mr. Greenlee like the immediate evening afterwards again because of that stupid thing that went on. It's like, no, the biggest problem is, besides, of course, the fact that I need to know what I'm dealing with. With even take my feelings aside, we need to know what we're dealing with. We need to know what he is.
Are you going to be able to take your feelings aside on this? I mean, it's a fair question.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I as far as like right now, I see him getting so upset over, just people getting hurt and because of things that happen that he can't change anything about. He gave up his entire salary, like his entire paycheck to.
I read that. I saw
Yeah.
that
You know
somewhere.
why?
Mm-mm.
I told him that there are CEOs who are like giving the workers who are like in the lowest regions of the paycheck, like giving them like a bonus from their own paycheck, and that was appreciated, and that would help people to, well, and it would do good. And
Well, yeah.
immediately, and I was like giving an example to him, like, okay, if you would like symbolically give $1 to each of your employees, you would lose like what, 20,000, which is peanuts for him. But it would make a statement, and that he would be able to change the world for the good if he would do like such actions. Not necessarily that, but kind of, because he was feeling very depressed about everything that happened down at the warehouse. You've heard about the warehouse, I presume. You've been talking to
Bits.
Travis.
I've been hearing bits.
Okay.
That wasn't really something we discussed much.
Well, it boiled down to there was this gang which is probably controlled by the apes. You've heard about the apes, right?
Yes, I have
Okay.
heard about the apes, but that was not from Travis. That was from Alan.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Okay, so this is, as far as I know, the entire story in a nutshell. Apes bought Geodyne, put Greenie in charge. The company kind of makes profit, manages to pay the apes back, wants to get rid of them, and they don't wanna. And they apparently have ties to the underworld and everything, and Greenie has ties to the FBI, and so he has given them some hints towards the warehouse. And at first there were 2 FBI agents. They were captured, which he was really upset about when we found out that they died. He didn't know that we've actually been there, like at the warehouse, and that we actually.
Right. Right.
But well, just forget about that anyway. It's not, because it's not really important for the story. But yeah, it really sucks. I was really upset about having to leave them behind, and especially when a few days later I was at Alex's place for a game, and we found out that they were dead. We were both upset about it, but I couldn't really show that much. I hope I didn't show too much, because anyway, long story short, he was really upset about it, like honestly upset about it. He got himself like way drunk. But well, that's when I found out about it too. And then the day after, there was this big raid of the FBI who decided to take it upon themselves to go there. And because first I was actually thinking that it might have been really like Alex putting people or throwing people at No, but then he called me and he was like so upset, like they're taking action and I can't stop it, and so I rushed over to him because I have to if I want to show that I'm his friend. I have to do that kind of stuff, and it's cool. I don't mind actually, and that's the problem. I don't mind because I honestly felt that he was upset, and he was. I was over there in his office, and he was like, "Wow." His secretary was scared of him at that point, that
I'm
upset.
just, and I mean, I get what you're doing and stuff. I get all that. Are you really prepared to hurt him if he turns out to be, bad?
I don't know. I don't know. Really don't know. But if he's really turning out to be bad at maybe, the worst thing is, Leah, and I've said it to Alan because basically Alan also said like they could change. Okay, so they're talking about the worst case scenario that he is one of those something dancers something.
The Black Spiral dancers?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, Black Spiral dancers. It's kind of
Yeah, they're pretty evil.
okay. Well, that's basically what they're saying that he is if it's a worst case scenario.
And they're crazy also. So
Yeah, well, still, it could not be. It could just be that he saw that symbol, because that's the only thing that they're basing this upon, right? The symbol,
which symbol? I'm confused now.
a tattoo that I found on his back.
Oh, okay.
The
So like a
only reason,
tattoo?
yeah, it's a certain symbol that apparently is one of the old tribes that fell to the worm, and now and then they were all like, could be a black spiral dancer, we have to kill him. And I'm like, dude, first investigate, and then even if he turns out to be one of those, even if it's worst case scenario, nothing says that he knows that we know, and as long as he doesn't know that we know, we can use that information. We can find out more, hopefully. It's not necessarily. I don't know. I was kind of. I can't really believe that he's like because he's genuinely concerned about people and he cares about nature and he's.
I hope you're right. I really do. But I'm just gonna tell you this, and this is a hard truth that you may need to soak in a little bit. What I know about Black Spiral dancers is they can't really be redeemed.
Well, apparently they can. That's what Alan said.
See, from what I was hearing, they can't. So I don't know. As far as I know, I've never met any except perhaps the one that I don't remember.
Well, Alan mentioned it, and then later on it was mentioned again that they've actually seen tons. Well, they're probably over exaggerating that, but like they
Well,
said
if they
that they've
can't do
seen
it.
more, and I'm like, if that's the case, then I think I would really like to try that.
Well, if it could happen, then awesome. But I didn't think that was something you could do.
I don't know, but the point is, I have the feeling that he's genuine with this, but they are all saying like you can't trust your feelings, and like, yeah, okay, I can understand that he might just be playing a game, and that it is all a trap, and that it is all but I still have the feeling that it's genuine. It's just, gods, it would. I wish I could know, or
See in his head?
I was gonna say like read his mind, or yeah, basically the same. But
Right.
well,
You know, I can't give you a direct in into his mind. I can't like read his thoughts or anything. But you know the thing that I help you with your nightmares with?
to help him go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, he does talk in his sleep, actually.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking more like I can do more than just that. I can actually get into someone's dreams.
Seriously? Wait, you did mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. But isn't that incredibly dangerous?
It can be. Yeah, you can get knocked into to a really bad nightmare place.
Okay, so how are you gonna do that? Like, no, I probably wouldn't be able to understand it anyway. It's more like,
But basically, and I'm giving you more information than I've told anyone else, so please don't tell anyone what I'm
mm-mm.
about to tell you.
Lip sealed, sister.
I believe you, otherwise I wouldn't tell you, and I think it might help you. The easiest way is if I can touch. If I have a true name, I can do that. It's not as easy, but the problem is we don't know if that's a real name or not. So I don't know if we'll be able to pull that off. And the other way, which is even harder, but it can be done, is if like we have like some of his hair or something like that.
Oh, but it's no easy. I think I can. You say easiest way is for you to just touch him.
He has to be sleeping, and he has to be willing. Well, no, not for the dream. He doesn't have to.
Well, that can be
But yeah.
arranged.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he needs to be sleeping, and I need to be touching.
okay. Do you trust me?
I already said I did. What are you about to do to me?
Nothing. Just, I mean, no, no.
You asked me that question right after I said I'm trusting you with giving you this information.
Yeah, no. It's like I can. Oh my God, it would be so insane. But it might be dangerous a little bit. I don't know. I've been there before. I've been there twice now, and it's not like anything happened to me. I just don't know. I don't know if I can take someone there. Technically, it's cool. Well, just let me just make a phone call, okay? Let me just call him.
Okay.
She just grabs her cell phone, dials number.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. How's it
Hey.
going?
Yeah. I'm actually quite okay. How are you?
Doing damage control at the moment. What's up?
Oh, still that thing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That sucks.
No, we're doing our best. That's all I can tell you about that.
I know. Don't worry. Not gonna poke.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I was wondering, could you humor me?
Potentially.
Cool. Now, this maybe sounds a little weird. It's like, yeah. I'm not quite sure how to see this, but I have there's this friend of mine, and she's doing stuff like okay, she's into that new age kind of stuff from time to
Okay.
time, and she's now trying to do like dream reading, looking into that kind of weird, bit hypnotic kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's funny, but she just needs people to work on, you know?
So what does she do? Like tea leaf reading or something?
I actually don't know. It's not been used on me yet, but I've promised that I would help her out, and
Hey, you need a guinea pig. That's what you're saying.
no, I'll be a guinea pig as well. It's just like she needs more. So why
Okay.
not? I thought, why not?
All right. Fair enough.
So cool.
No. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Tell you what. Do you
What?
want me to send James over to pick you up?
Yeah, I think that would be best. But please don't send a limo.
Okay. That is not.
Unless just give me a moment. Let me walk over her to her over her. Wow. Let me just walk over to her real
I'm
quick.
small, not that small.
She'll actually walk around the apartment. It's like, hey, do you want to be picked up in a limo?
Who doesn't want to get picked up by a limo?
Fine. No, she wants a limo.
Okay, I'll get James to get the limo ready. He'll be where is he picking you up?
She calls she names the closest subway station
Okay.
to the apartment. It's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, there. They'll be
All
fine.
right. What time is
So,
it now? It's like 3 p.m. Traffic will be pretty bad. Give him like 20, 30 minutes to get there.
wow. Now, just take the time. I mean,
All
it's
right,
cool.
30 minutes it is.
Okay, I'll see him in 30 minutes. When are you home? It's kind of,
I'm already home. I'm working
oh,
from home today.
okay, cool. I'll see you there.
Yes, that would be great.
Awesome. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Click. So, in 30 minutes.
Lee's got this look on her face like, wow.
Silla's just like smiling brightly. It's like, what? Huh?
You just totally worked him.
No.
Yeah, you did. But it was well done.
I wasn't planning to work him, but. So,
It's not an insult.
okay. One thing though, I told him basically that we would both be guineas. But I don't really want to go to sleep that long. Not with you in his apartment there all by yourself. It's
Well,
not feeling right, okay? Besides, if Alan finds out about that, let alone that I'm like, wow. So
why do you think I'm going to announce this to him?
because I am maybe stupid and sometimes my mind works faster than the rest of my tongue works faster than the rest of my brain.
Well, if you guys can fall asleep on your own, I can just like wake you up.
Cool.
If you can do that. And I'm a little worried because you told me that you had nightmares, though. I'm not so sure I should be in your head at this point.
I don't want you in my head.
Okay, well, you told him that you were.
Well, he doesn't have to be awake. Could you start with him?
Very good point. You could just have him go first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll wake you up first, in theory, even though you won't actually sleep. That's fine, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or we could list, like, I can just pretend in the end, like when he wakes up or something like that. We could just leave a note if he sleeps like 8 or 9 hours. Like, hey dude, we're going again.
Well, if he falls asleep naturally, and then it doesn't. I don't have to do any other things. He can just sleep, and we can wake him up when we're done.
Can you improvise on this, Leah?
What improvising do I need to be doing?
Well, you're the expert on this thing.
I am, but what I'm saying is that for me, there's a specific ritual I have to follow.
Okay.
So I have to do that. It's not that bad though. I pretty much just have to. Well, in the case of if we're in the same room, I have to touch him. It could be a hand. It doesn't have to be anything weird.
Okay.
And it's just like meditation, and then I need like a flat surface that I can like. Well, I have some bones I have to roll. I have to, yeah. Like rolled in bones. I have to do that.
Okay.
So it's not a horribly bad ritual. I don't have to I don't need any blood. I don't have to,
Well, that's a good thing because I'm pretty damn sure he wouldn't have given you blood. Well, you could try it though. I'm pretty sure that the rest of them is fucking interested in having his blood test. By the way, no, we're not going to do that.
We're just not. I'm not doing that personally.
No.
I feel like he'd wake up if someone hit him with anything sharp that hurt.
Well, you have these very tiny injection needles. No, why am I even thinking that? No. No. Okay, you know what? We'll see. We'll see about me. If maybe we can get him done first, and well, whatever.
You can just lay down like you're trying to go to sleep at the same time as him.
Exactly.
And then we'll wait. Then we'll wait for him to.
If you're actually doing the ritual, you can just start with him, and then with me pretend like, and then we can always pretend that I'm waking up around the same time as he does. You know?
Yeah, and the only thing we might want to come up with is a dream that I might have gotten from you, so if we have to, like, get by with this. Or we could just leave him asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say how much hours this is actually. I mean, last time I remember I was sleeping for like what 8-9 hours or something. I think we can
Technically, I think it was 7, because I rolled pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anymore, so I was like that. But
yeah.
Technically, I think even with 7 or 6, even if it's 5 hours, I think we can come up with a pretty decent dream, you know?
Or we can
5
just,
hours.
or we can just leave him sleeping, and he can ask you about it later, and you can come up with the dream that I told you about.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know if it's really like a smart thing to just leave him. Like, but hey, you can always go, and I can just make up something.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you can come up with the dream because it's your dream. I mean,
Exactly.
you know the kind of things you dream about.
I guess.
What, you don't remember your dreams?
I remember the nightmares.
Well, then take one of those and make it a little nicer.
I don't think that would be a very smart idea.
All right, then we'll go with the tried and true classic. You're running and running and running and running, and there's a haunted house in the distance.
Exactly. I'll think of something. Don't worry.
Or you dive. Or you're
I'll
running and
use skydiving and Nepal and everything. I'll just. I
yeah.
got an imagination.
I was just gonna say, take some experience you had and put it into a dream.
Exactly. Anyway, let's go because we still have to walk to the subway station because I didn't want to pick up like right here. I usually pick a subway station nearby.
That's fine. We can do
that. Do you need anything?
I have all my stuff. I can't.
Okay.
You don't understand with the stuff I do. It's like I carry everything in my backpack. It's ridiculous.
Wow. If I carry everything in my backpack, I would need a bigger backpack.
Well, it's rather full. There's everything from water to a gigantic flashlight to stuff to do various things.
In the meanwhile, I guess the two of them are making their way down. As she's like, a gigantic flashlight? What the fuck would you need with gigantic flashlights?
Oh, it's come in handy more than once. The first one I broke because I was beating this worm. She lowers her voice. This worm-tainted thing in the face.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is the second one, and this one's kind of beat up now too because I just seem to keep using it as a weapon or it gets dropped or.
Okay. So I'll remember that. I'll make sure I always have a flashlight with me.
You should. You
yeah.
Get the biggest, strongest flashlight you can get, like the one that's gonna blind you, and it gets gigantic mag light that you can use as a weapon too if you need to.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
It's very useful.
She's checking her. She's checking her watch. It's like as they approach the subway station, she's checking her watch. It's like, well, it's about 30
As you
minutes.
approach, you see James standing there by the limo, just gently swaying, waiting.
He looks very unhappy.
And he's standing in the sun in a black suit near a black limousine. He has the right to be unhappy at that point.
Yeah, he does have the right to be unhappy. And Cinna just smiles happily at him. Hey, James. Good afternoon. Here we are.
Hello, ma'am.
How you doing?
I'm okay. It's a bit hot.
I'm sorry. You know, you take off your jacket. It's like, dude.
No can do, ma'am.
Do you drink enough water, James?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Hi, by the way.
Hello, ma'am.
Leah, James, Leah. Leah, James is kind of the personal driver assistant thing of, what thing? That sounds really bad. Sorry, James.
Last time I checked, I'm not a thing.
No, you're not. I know you're not. It's just that I don't really know how to describe your function, so...
Personal assistant.
I know the feeling. I kind of get it. I'm an administrative assistant. It's all very glorified and fancy, and really, it's just kind of like I'm a secretary.
Does it have airco?
Hmm?
Does it have AC?
Air conditioning.
I know what AC is, but what the heck doesn't have AC?
Your job.
Yes. Yes, it does. Unfortunately for me.
Yes, I don't. At
Well,
the
if
moment.
I have to go out and help,
Whoa, wait a
then
minute.
no.
You have air conditioning in the car, right?
Yes, but
Oh.
I'm supposed to stay outside the car.
You're not supposed to stay outside of the car for me. Okay? I recognize the fucking car. Now get in, and let's get in.
Okay. And he opens the back door for you guys.
Get in, I guess.
Right?
Inside, the usual stuff, the TV, the stereo, etc., etc. There's also refreshments in like a small ice bucket on the side.
Yay, ice.
I'm just going to mention I'm rolling willpower for my bracelet now.
Okay.
And I'm totally good, as you can see.
Yeah, I can tell.
Alright. I have armor now.
Okay.
It's overkill. I don't care.
Sina's just grabbing the ice bucket and she's just looking inside.
There's water.
You want some water? It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Water's good.
James, you want some water?
That would be nice, ma'am.
Cool. And she, not tossing, I guess there's a way that he can, like...
Well, he's still standing at the door, so...
Okay. So she hands him water as well. There you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
She'll sing back in the,
And he closes the door for you, and you'll start driving.
It's kind of weird to drive in limo.
I think this is cool. She's like looking around, like
there are many buttons to press.
She's been around. Yeah, she's been like in probably one limo in her entire life, and that was for prom.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably much nicer than that would have been.
Yeah.
So she's just looking around all the buttons and everything else that's around, just like, this is cool.
Oh, you're doing it better than I did the first time I was inside this car. I've tested everything, like everything, until James gets kind of tired of me. Like,
I don't have curiosity. I can just look if I want to.
You're still doing way better. You're still doing way better.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking around, like going, I don't know if I should touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
Drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
You want to watch some TV? Just
Yeah.
don't poke your head around or out of the windows. I know I had the urge to do that the first time, but right now I really prefer not to because you saw the article, right? You said that. You saw it. I don't want to have my head on in the papers too much. It sucks.
Yeah, well, you're kind of already in the papers, darling.
Yeah, but usually I'm the one behind the camera, and I prefer to keep it that way as much as possible.
Which is probably wise, but you are kind of messing with some interesting things.
I know, and I know I can't really, like, avoid it, but I'm gonna try, Just a normal kid with a normal job.
Yeah. Fair enough, I guess. We all have our jobs, right? I've been on vacation for, what, a week and a half now?
Nice.
A week? I don't know. But honestly, Bill's just pretty much put everybody that works there on vacation until he comes back from the honeymoon, so...
Hey, it's not a bad thing, per se.
No, I'm getting paid to do nothing. It's amazing. And I'm all about that.
Actually, how was the wedding?
It was pretty.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was kind of intimate, It was only like family friends stuff, really, for it.
I know. As long as it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they did what they wanted, so that's cool.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't even know if I'd go that far. I'd probably go to the frickin' courthouse if I decide to do it. Or if it was Alan, we'd probably get married under a tree or something somewhere.
Oh god.
Just imagine it. The whole hippie thing would be everywhere. There'd be flowers in my hair. It'd be amazing.
It's cool though. Yeah.
I don't know. He's just such a weirdo sometimes.
Hey, people have called me the same, weirdo that is.
Well, you're a weirdo too.
Hey,
What?
I'm not the one with green hair at the moment.
Thank you. I'm a mermaid today.
Here I'm alright today, just today.
Just today.
Okay, good to
Ask
know.
me tomorrow. I might be a sea witch.
Oh god, no, I don't think I would look well with green hair. I think you're the only one who could pull that off. Looks good on you though.
I get bored, so I switch.
I
Maybe
get bored, so I do other stuff.
It's all right. Yours is more permanent than mine.
What can I say? I build statues out of garbage. They're almost finished though. Oh my god.
Narwhals.
Oh god, please don't talk to me about the narwhal.
There's a reason why I brought it up.
Oh my god, this is horrible. Well, it put me off my thing for a bit, but well.
Narwhals, narwhals swimming in the ocean.
Alan is really insane from time to time.
Causing a commotion. I can't remember the rest of it.
I don't even, because they are a narwhal, something like that. I don't even know anymore.
All those narwhals.
My god. So I guess they will just chatter away as the limo moves over from Queens to Manhattan, wasn't it?
Yes. It still takes you a good half hour.
Yeah.
And it's rush hour by this point. On the 4th of July, mind you. So.
Heat. Because July 4th is always hot.
Yeah, but we're having Arco, not Arco.
Yes. No, it's all good.
Yeah. And you have drinks and entertainment.
Yeah.
And you will, after a while, you will notice the slight descent of the car into the underground parking.
Oh. Well, where?
Car parks, and James comes and opens the door for you guys.
So right, this is a really posh neighborhood, right?
Yeah, it's like the most expensive part of Manhattan.
Okay, just checking. I was assuming that, but I wanted to make sure. Totally feel out of my realm here. Okay.
So then we'll get out.
Follow.
Okay.
Make her way over to where the elevator is.
Yep.
She will wait for James there.
Yes, and James looks over the car once more, and then comes and joins you guys, and then opens the elevator, types in the key code, and it will start moving up. And unless you guys do anything, it'll get there in about 60 seconds or so.
I was not planning to do anything. Well, there's an elevator going up.
Yeah, just making sure.
We will sing the Narwhal song for it.
Oh, God. Yeah, we'll probably just have like goofy fun over narwhals in this case. So there's probably a lot of giggling going on in the elevator.
About narwhals as we act like children.
Oh God.
James will look at you two, not say anything. You just hear him sigh under his breath, kind of.
That'll only make Sinner giggle more, at least. Come on, James.
Come on. Get him to sing with us.
No, he's not a robot. No. He has the right to refuse or to sing as much as he pleases.
No. Just convince him. Don't like. I didn't say make him. I said just convince him.
I am
No.
standing right here. Please don't
I-
forget.
No.
Sorry. I don't mean to be rude.
And you get to the penthouse at this point.
The Cynic gets out of the elevator, looks around and says, well, you were kind of rude. That's really...
I apologized.
And
I'm going to mention here again, etiquette 0, okay?
Oh, God, yeah. Cynic is etiquette 1. I mean, she knows, but she's, like, ignoring it at the same time. He's like, thanks, James. We'll find our way from here.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm just fun. That's all.
It's okay, man. I get paid to deal with this. And he goes, he takes the elevator back down.
You know, I think I like him. I like his passive aggressive attitude. That was amazing.
And so it's just like she's actually she has to hold herself up to the door, and she's like laughing so hard. And then she's kind of knocking on the door.
At this point, just patting her on the back. It's okay, Senna. It's okay.
No, it's not. Did you see his face?
Narwhals.
And as you keep giggling, Alex Greenlee will open the door. Hello. How are you? Don't forget, I must remind you again, you are allowed to come in by the time you get up here. Don't worry.
Sorry, I was just, it's like, yeah, no, I couldn't actually move for a bit.
It's my fault. I got her laughing and she couldn't stop.
Oh, poor James.
I heard her
Poor
laughing.
James.
Just ask her about narwhals.
He'll have this look of, the fuck is a narwhal?
I'm so... Okay, no. That's
Is
just,
James okay?
Yes, he's still alive.
I
he was just
don't doubt that.
He's just a little bit annoyed, and then because Leah was talking about him, and he was standing there, and he was like, dude.
I apologize.
You did. I'm just explaining. Okay, let me just, before this just gets all weirder than it already is, let me just get some introductions out of the way. Alex, this is Leah. Leah, this is Alex.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Christy, at this point, roll me perception alertness.
Alertness.
Mm.
Okay. It's a power roll for me, I'm telling you.
Just saying.
I am human, and look at that, I am roaring.
Actually, I do still think it counts, actually, seeing as you've been raised this way. You knows that if in Garo terms, he would be pure breed 5.
Okay. Take note of this.
Mm-hmm.
Senna is clueless, so.
Well, yeah, it's like
So
she
she
doesn't
just-
know.
Exactly. So she's just gonna go in for a hug.
So
And,
basically, he just kind of has that look of someone that belongs to one of the tribes.
He has that look of that air of just being like almost royalty somehow.
Okay.
But the thing with him is he doesn't seem to notice that he has that.
AKA
Alright.
male version of Senna.
This is a possibility, actually. He could be kin.
I guess.
Do you say that? I hope not.
No, I hope
Absolutely not. Dude, we're not breaking the veil here.
Okay. And yeah, he'll return the hug with Senna.
Senna's kind of calming down after all the laughing. It's like, wow. That's good.
I'm glad you're having fun, dear. And
It's cool.
and he'll lead you to the the seating area, where there are strangely enough no papers on the coffee table for once.
Okay.
It is almost spotlessly clean. the whole apartment, well, the whole penthouse actually.
Okay. Not saying anything.
Actually, yeah, both of you make me a perception alertness. I do think I will have to roll for you.
Yeah. 5
5?
dice. Yeah.
Alright.
Better than last time.
You have a botch. So
Interesting.
you absolutely notice nothing. Christy, you notice that even though it looks clean, you see like stuff shoved everywhere.
I know this trick.
Yes, yes, you do.
Okay, cool. Obviously, it was the quick cleanup. I get it.
It is the cleanup of a person that does not know how to clean up and has a cleaning lady to do it for him, but the cleaning lady's not there right now.
Okay, which fits in with the other observation, so that works.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And he takes a seat, offers you both. So, Sinop and Miss Leah.
Oh, just Leah's fine. I don't need a miss. It's cool.
Okay, noted. Please explain what we're doing, and why am I being a guinea pig?
Because she wants you to?
I thought it would be fun, and I will be helping out a friend, and I thought, actually, no, I need to talk to you in the kitchen soon, but yeah, no, it's like, I just thought that it might be funny to humor, like...
What I think, basically, I'm kind of learning how to do this, and she was hoping that you would be kind enough to let me practice. And apparently she thinks my skills are funny.
Okay, what do you do specifically?
Well, you obviously have to go to sleep. Because dreams don't happen unless you're sleeping.
Okay.
I end up like touching like your hand or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of meditate. And then I roll, and she's gonna dig in her bag and pull out like a black velvet bag. Mm-hmm. And she'll pour a few of these little bones out onto her hands. There are actual animal bones, we'll say, of some small bird.
Okay.
Dried, I mean, it's obviously dry clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll these, and I can kind of interpret what the bits of your dream I get.
Okay.
It sounds very new age, I know.
To be honest, everyone has their hobbies, and I don't judge. Not on that. As long as, you don't hurt people with it, I don't care.
All I can do is watch, honestly.
Yeah, well, still. If you know someone's deepest, darkest fears,
I know. I do know, and that's why I've never done it on someone who's never said yes.
Ah, fair enough. I totally understand that. Sure.
He can actually roll empathy if he wanted to catch if that was truth. It's totally cool, whatever you want to do there, but...
Yeah, those are the rolls I don't actually show, so...
It's fine. I'll tell you right now, it's truth. She never has.
No. That's what he would assume anyway. It's like, okay. Do you need me to lie down? Do you need me to sit? Do you need me to be meditating in the lotus position, which I'm really bad at?
That's really uncomfortable, but if you really want to, go for it. No, you can sleep any way you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I don't have to make a bonfire in my apartment and dance around it first.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
only if you want to do that.
It would also cause me to lose my deposit, so
Probably,
I'd rather.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe we should do that in the yard sometime then.
What yard?
I don't know.
It's an apartment block. It's the biggest apartment block. Oh. Sure. Maybe Cinna's Greenpeace friends have a place we can do that in.
I don't have a yard either, so no worries.
Okay. It's the city after all. Like,
I'm sure we can rent a yacht.
would be very oddly specific, but okay, sure.
You'll be amazed you'll be amazed when you realize what people rent and what they like.
Well, I know that if you throw enough money at it, anything can be bought or rented. So, all right. And he points to the kind. It looks almost like an open psychiatrist's chair, like the long lie down and tell me about your problems type chair.
But she just looks at it like thinking, what is that doing here? But doesn't say anything.
Would that work?
Whatever you're comfortable with is totally fine. The only thing that matters is what I do. So however you want to sleep, you can sleep on the floor. It doesn't matter.
I'd rather not. My back probably wouldn't be able to handle it.
If we could just take the bed.
Yeah, but how would you do the Vulcan mind meld then? You have to put your head against someone else's head and...
You want to do this Vulcan mind meld style?
I guess because I could do it that way. It's still touching, but how weird.
Yeah.
Was trying
thinking...
to make a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh!
All the Vulcan mind melds.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. I've been watching Star Trek since our last meeting, Cinna. And he'll take off his jacket. He has like the jacket probably would be worth more than a lot of other people's like interior decoration, that type of thing.
It's probably more expensive than my entire outfit.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Probably.
Definitely. And he'll just lie down. Okay, now what?
Well, either you can go to sleep on your own, or I can help you out with that. And it won't be drugs.
Okay, I appreciate the honesty about the no drugs. I like no drugs. I could use some help. I try to sleep as much as needed. So right now it's like 4:15. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This particular thing, you can ask Cinna. I've done it for her before.
Okay. Is it like hypnotism?
Basically, you just lay there and relax.
Uh-huh.
I put a bunch of herbs and stuff around you. It's all very organic. It won't even touch you, really, but just put a bunch of herbs around you, and then I sing a lullaby in Greek.
It works.
It sounds very silly, but it works.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard a Greek lullaby yet, so sure.
I have a big Greek family.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
You just have this look of like, all right, sure.
Okay. So, yeah, she's gonna dig in her backpack again and pull out basically just a plastic baggie that has a whole bunch of like dried herbs and flowers and stuff. And she'll actually she'll hold this up, and it looks like it's actually like homemade dried stuff. It's not like something you buy in a store.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm actually working on growing some stuff, but I'm kind of, yeah. But right now my dad actually does this stuff for me, and then he mails it to me. So my dad made this.
How long does it take to mail? Because I would think customs would have problems with that, but.
Oh, my dad lives in Colorado.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Family. And...
Alex, chill.
My dad is my dad's American. Greek Americans. My mom is kind of, was Greek. But anyway,
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit nervous.
It's okay. No, and it's cool. I'm good.
Okay.
Let me dig out the roll for the sleep thing. Manipulation, intuition.
No. What difficulty is it?
Difficulty 6.
Huh?
If more than one success is rolled, so I need it, which is silly. It should just say if 2 successes are rolled, at least 2. But if more than one success is rolled, the willing patient falls into a deep slumber.
Mm-hmm.
It normally results in 9 hours of sleep. Subtract 1 hour for each additional success. At the end of that sleep, the patient awakens revitalized, all bashing damage is healed, and the patient regains a point of willpower.
Okay.
So, manipulation, intuition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we can wake them up before that.
I would think so, although I don't think the healing effect would happen then.
Right, but we don't need that right now anyway,
No.
so.
I should do the preparations. Sita's just gonna sit like, I don't know.
You can
as
sit on the
close
other
by
side or
as-
something.
Yeah, as close by as she can without, hampering anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
remember Morning Kill was right there, like, holding your hand or something, the first
Yeah,
time.
that's
So.
basically what she's doing. And
Mhm.
no, that was not said out loud.
I know. I guessed that. Because that yeah.
Wow.
No, it was not said out loud. No, that was just
No.
saying. Well, I'm just saying, that she's not particular.
I'm
someone
just
else
like
can-
No.
sketching out some of
No, but certain things, if said, would.
Be
Yeah.
weird.
Anyway,
Be weird, yeah. But yeah, she's just gonna take it and just sort of start sprinkling the herbs and things around him. It probably has a slightly pungent smell, as would any dried herbs and flowers and things. So it's nothing too weird. And I'm gonna use willpower on it. I'm going to be doing that on both rolls, honestly.
whatever you think is appropriate.
Yep.
so that's just good. She will hold
Or it wasn't really necessary.
Apparently not.
So,
I keep saying really bad rolls lately, so it makes me nervous.
Mhm.
So okay, well so she does that, and then she sings. She kind of touches his arm or something, or maybe even the same hand she's touching, and starts singing very softly, just this lullaby in Greek.
he'll just rock his head a little bit and just almost inaudibly hum along, and in a bit he just gone.
Stupid question maybe, but are his eyes open or closed?
He closed his eyes.
Okay.
Closed his eyes. Also, although don't forget he can't sleep with his eyes open.
I know, that's why I was asking.
So is there anything else you want to do here?
Well, last time I kind of checked everything, but he's cleaned up everything. I don't know what.
Actually, there's stuff. Don't you see? She kind of points out over there. Look, there's like stuff. He just kind of threw things everywhere.
You at this point, Sin also notices paper sticking, like the corner just sticking out from under one of the chairs, or like the desk has stuff poking out of it. Not very visibly, but obviously noticeable.
And she's like, "Oh, what? Oh, I used to do that all the time."
Yeah, me too. I totally have. I'm just saying, it's like right there.
Well, we could check what he has, what he's been working on. He said he was working on damage control, so I guess that has something to do with the warehouse. She kind of whispers.
Yeah, if you need it, I'll go ahead and do what you want to do, because he should be out for at least several hours at this point.
Well, I've given this place quite a search like last time, but do feel free to help along. Maybe you see more than I do. Unless you have to stay here. I don't know how that works.
No, I didn't stay with you the whole time either. I just stayed long enough to make sure it took properly. Because I was worried about, the nightmares. I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to be a thing. In his case, it shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know.
At least I hope not.
I hope not either.
Just in case nightmares are an issue with him, I'm just going to mention that last time I did this, Max made he had Senna do the nightmares roll at difficulty 4, I think, because of the ritual.
Yeah.
Just as a reference, if that is a thing, I don't know or not.
Okay, well, let's do the looking around part first, and then we'll do the dream.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I was gonna just let him sleep while we did what we were gonna do, and then we come back and do his thing. And
Sure. Totally fine. Well, roll me perception alertness. I'll roll for you, Zos.
Thank you.
Mhm.
When?
You got one success. Chris, yes, multiple successes.
Wow.
Um,
I need to bring this woman in more often.
mhm.
I only have 4 dice.
I have 5. It's like.
As long as I get all the successes on them, I'm okay.
Mhm. And you guys look around, and you find papers just, mostly dealing with how to, deal with the fallout with the FBI, how to deal with the fallout of a bunch of dudes dying,
Yeah.
and no evidence of who killed them actually being there besides a couple of splotches on the infrared.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh,
You will, and Leah will notice this for sure. These are just copies of official documents.
mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Actually, this time Cinna will take the time to
Mhm.
photograph most of the documents,
Sure.
as well as she's kind of trusting Leah that that guy is asleep. Like last time, she was like worried every second of
Yeah,
the
she's
way.
gonna check every few minutes or something. But yeah, basically, Leah's just kind of going, okay, look at this. Look at this paper. Look at this paper.
Yeah.
And that
At
one.
worst, he can be heard once again humming the tune, but he doesn't actually respond to anything else.
Hey, if we leave him sleep, he's gonna have a willpower back. I mean, it's not that bad.
Mhm.
It's actually useful. All right. Yeah. So to help her with that, definitely keeping an eye on it. It's funny. He's just learned himself a new tune. I should look up the lyrics and send them to him or something.
Mhm.
He is really smart. But anyway, I was thinking maybe we could check out his computer again, see if we can actually find that file. But it would make sense. Oh God. I can't really go delete it, but.
Wait, you're looking for a file? What kind of file are you looking for?
Okay, so last was it yesterday or the day before that they had a some of the Garu they went and she's really whispering Garu. She's almost mouthing it like she doesn't know if he magically just hears something, it's like so some of her Garu friends they're like they got caught on the camera, and she's like pointing out to the papers where where you can see the copies of the infrared null heat.
Was it the car accident stuff or?
No, a car accident.
Uh,
I'll explain back home. Really.
Later. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, but it's on his computer. Like
So you're wanting to delete the information?
it was on his work computer, and I don't think he used it here. But he said he was working from home. But the problem is, if I delete the information, he'll find out immediately. He will know it was us. So that's not a good idea. But
I agree with you. But you could alter the information, maybe.
I don't know if I can do that. But maybe I can find like a way that some of our friends can like hack into the system later on easier or find the documents more easily.
Glasswalker, you need Emmett.
Shh.
I know. You know who you need.
Yeah. So yeah, she's going over to his computer, turns it on.
It turns the screen on you, so
Mhm.
but yeah, it turns on again. You see the same thing on it. You're on the desktop, by the way, just in case you were.
Leah's going to stand in the doorway so that she can kind of keep an eye out if he's.
There
if he
is no
gets up.
doorway. This is.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then stay over a little further where she can see him.
Yeah. Basically, this if you have the seating area, which is a bit declined into the ground, the desk with the computer would be. If you're looking outside out the window, it would be to the left of it.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I'm just trying to keep an
No,
eye on it.
I just want you to have dimensions. That's all.
I get it. It's cool.
I'm just thinking what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Can I find? Can I actually find the tape?
I don't know. Can you?
Well,
What is that? Intelligence computers?
Yeah, it would be. I don't know. Can you?
I've never used computers. I have one dot. I've never used it, so.
I have 2 dots, so that would be 5 dice for me.
That's better than my 4.
You got 5 successes. You
Wow.
know that there is no such file on this computer.
Wow.
You also know, don't forget, that he had an FTP link to probably the company.
I know. Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna ask. Like that link, can I get into his work computer or something like that?
Well, that would be a different role, but yeah. It would be lower difficulty though, just because.
Gonna try that.
Alrighty. It's difficulty 7.
Mhm.
2. You get into the front end of it. As in, enter your password here. He does not leave the password typed in.
No.
For nobody.
Makes sense. Oh crap! Password.
You could always try Cinna.
No, I'm pretty sure that no.
It's got to be more complex than that. It's probably expects you to have like 8 letters, 3 symbols, and a capital letter. And possibly it's the blood of your mother.
What?
And the retinal scan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Passwords are ridiculous these days.
I guess I can't get there with the simple computer roll, right?
No. Unless you have some type of program that will allow you to break through the password.
Oh my god, where is a fucking glass marker when you need one? Out of character remark.
I know. Because at that point, the out of character remark would, if it was in character, would cause so much trouble.
Yeah, no. No. She's like, I can't get it.
It's too bad my glass walker can.
No.
I'm not gonna get in here. I know that much. She closes off everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It didn't hurt to check while we had the time to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe I'll talk to Emmett about this, because maybe some other time I can try this. But...
Also, Cinna, you do know that Emmett is working for the company. Just remember.
I know. That's why she's gonna talk to him about this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, I can't do anything right now with the computer. Probably that I haven't done already.
Well, then we can just do the one last thing that apparently I'm going to be doing.
Yeah. I got some of the. At least we got the files photographed. It's cool.
Well, we better put them back. He
Yeah.
probably won't remember exactly where they're at, but come on, he shoved them in there. He's not going to remember.
I don't even think he cares where he shoved them. Last time he was really not caring as long as they were out of the way.
Well, then, let's put the stuff back and then we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them put things back
Yes.
in remotely the same places.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, no
And
problem there. I would like to think.
I hope so.
I do believe that it is a basic skill of all humans to put things away. Just so you know.
Darn, I wanted to roll.
And then
If you
Bob,
really feel like it, go ahead. But the botch is on you at that point.
Let's roll stealth. That seems to make sense. No, I'm kidding.
Kind of.
What the hell else would you use there? Subterfuge? I mean, what?
Yeah. Actually, you would. Perception
It doesn't matter. It's just
Perception
ridiculous.
subterfuge.
We're putting papers back.
Okay,
Yeah,
just making
no,
sure
whatever.
you have the option as always.
So, I guess Lee's gonna head back over to him
Mm-hmm.
and grab his hand, I guess.
Okay.
And she's going to pretty much meditate at this point, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Senna?
Yeah, she was gonna say something to Leah, but that went too fast for her, and she's like, "Oh."
No,
crap,
you
what-
can still say it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can. I can.
Cinna is like asking Leah, like, "Okay, what can happen? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to do anything at all?"
I mean, for what I do, I don't really need. There's not much you can do to help me, but you might want to consider. Since you said you were going to do this too, you might want
Okay.
to find yourself a place that you can lay and convincingly wake up from.
Okay, that's cool, but shouldn't you just place those herbs around me as well then?
Yeah, I will. That's fine. We'll do that now then. It's no big deal. So at least you'll be in the right position and it'll look right.
Yes.
And then it's all up to your acting skills.
Hi, yeah.
Okay then. We'll assume that happens correctly.
Mhm.
And jump
Yeah, she's
forward.
gonna lie on
Yeah.
the floor
I
or
need-
on the ground or something like that.
No.
I need to roll stuff.
Okay.
Do the rolling.
Yes. This is going to be. Yeah, wits and occult. I'm assuming standard difficulty because it doesn't say anything else.
If it doesn't say anything, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and since we're going with touch, I only need one success really.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Are
So-
you using that willpower you said, or not?
Yeah, I'm going to,
Okay, fair enough.
and it's cool. 3.
Fair enough.
I didn't even have to spend mana. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I could have.
Well, you're still weren't allowed to. All right. So, first, explain what you try to do.
I'm just basically after upon sitting there clearing my mind, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see what I can see of his dreams.
Okay.
And after I see that, then we will attempt to interpret it.
Okay. Fair enough. First thing you see is basically it's less seeing and more just a feeling. Just stress the last couple of days. A lot of running around, a lot of talking to different people, a lot of shouting at people too. Then you're watching this from the outside, by the way. You don't see it through his eyes, but you see it, like, you see constantly his face. You don't always see who he's yelling at, who he's talking to, where he's walking to, whatever. It's always third person.
Okay.
And then it's a different place. He seems younger. He's still, basic facial shape, all that. But he seems younger. It also seems to be a different place, a different climate, seeing as the people are dressed differently. You would think Southeast Asia, maybe? Based on the
Okay.
dress?
Hmm.
And it goes back again. It looks like a school. a college, a university, maybe. You don't see the name of it. You just see auditorium filled with students and some type of experiment being done at the bottom. Can't really tell what, but something's being done down there. Once again, you go back. You see Greenlee, a lot younger now. Maybe 10, if that. You see a building burning. You see people running around. You see firefighters. You go back again. You see what you assume to be Greenlee. You see him getting beaten a lot by the adults. You know they're adults because they're a lot taller than him. You see him getting beaten by other kids. You go back one last time. And this time it's only a feeling that you get. The back of your neck, pinpricks. That's it.
Which kind of shakes out of it. Okay. Yeah, get the bag out. Which is probably sitting in her lap, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And do the interpretation thing. Roll out the bones and just kind of sit there and study them. And that part can actually take some time. I would figure at least half hour, an hour, something, whatever makes sense.
Fair enough. Well, let's go with 45 minutes.
Fine.
As you do so, you're pretty sure that the first part was the stress of the last few days. Damage control, yelling at people that deserve to be yelled at, yelling at some people who don't deserve to be yelled at, making sure that the company is still going, no matter what. He cares for the company. He also wants it to succeed. Then the Southeast Asia thing. If you've ever picked up a Time magazine or something like that, you would have seen his face on it. He has traveled the world, has traveled to many different countries, many different continents, to usually help out different companies, usually as an intern, but somehow as a vice president type position. And most companies that he's landed at have done extremely well. Some less so, but still decent. They were basically dragged from the gutter at times.
Okay.
The school, probably a university. Probably a science class of some sort. And probably where his fascination with physics came in. The burning building. How much have you talked to Zeke about this subject?
Zeke about the subject of burning buildings?
No, about Alex Greenlee.
None.
Okay. Then you would not be able to interpret this, although you do believe that during some period around his 10th birthday, he and other people, obviously, that were staying in the building had to leave due to a fire.
Okay.
The beatings, it seems to be some type of childcare, daycare type thing. Maybe an orphanage. Not sure, really.
Okay.
And the pinpricks, as you've talked to Cinna about this, you pretty much know that this is the tattoo being placed.
Hmm. Okay. Meanwhile, I imagine Senna just sitting there watching Leah as she does this.
Well, actually, can you just give me a dice roll, 2 dice?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she might, if it took like, I guess altogether it took like an hour.
An hour, yeah, sort of. An hour,
She
an hour
might,
and a half, maybe.
might actually have dozed off. I mean,
An 8 and a 6, I doubt it.
yeah, no. So yeah, she would have just like she would have been sitting like half upright at some point, just kept silent, and Cinna's really impatient, and
You could have played on your phone or something if you wanted to.
yeah, it's like really wasn't waking up, and Leo was just silent. It's fucking boring, and at
And
first Cinna was like lying there, and then she was like, oh god, no. So,
and Leah will hear from coming from the area where Cinna is. Do 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 do.
yeah, why not?
That's a great game.
Hey, hi. That's so. How did it go? Leah?
What? You were playing your game.
Yeah, I'm asking how did it go? I don't care about the game.
No, it takes time to do this. You should be happy I can do it at all.
Yeah, I'm happy you can do it. Like, amazing.
Yeah, well, I can tell you he's very stressed, especially probably by the last few days.
Yeah,
That's not shocking, really.
no.
And that's something about Southeast Asia? Possibly some company that he was working with at some point?
Yeah, yeah. He's been traveling.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, a, a college or a university, some sort of science class. He seems to really get into that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I think the most interesting part was probably the next part was the fire. There was a fire. Sometime he was around 10 or so. He got out. It was in
Yeah.
some apartment building.
Zeke mentioned something about that. It made all this data and birth certificates and everything gone missing because of a fire.
What did? His birth certificate?
Yeah, I believe so. Something like that. You should ask Zeke for details. I don't really know anymore.
Well, he certainly isn't hard to find these days.
Who's Zeke?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
lives where I do.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'll try to find him.
Mm.
And the other, does he have a tattoo on the back of his neck?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I could kind of feel like pinpricks. Got the idea it was like a tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's anything earth-shattering, I guess, but definitely a bit of an overview of his current day and
Cinna, you do know that this is the tattoo you saw before.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
but apparently, I mean, if you consider the order of that dream, which is interesting because most of the time they're more confusing, it seemed like it was going further back in time. So he went from being 10, and then apparently at some point before he was 10, he got that.
Like very early.
It is really young, yeah.
Poor kid.
I mean, that's kind of weird in itself,
Mm.
because who tattoos a kid?
Well,
Assholes, that's who does that.
I don't know.
Oh, and that's right, there was something in there about beatings. I forgot about that. I forgot about that part. Something about beatings. He was getting beaten up. Like it's some sort of childcare situation or something.
I think. Oh, there's something. I think I know this in character. I'm not exactly sure, Jurgen, so please correct me if I'm saying something out of line. I think he mentioned something about he was younger than most of the people in university, and they did not really appreciate that.
This is a different thing, but yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I thought he was younger there.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was. If you had to guess, maybe 4 or 5.
So really young. So since the tattoo thing was actually last, that means even younger than 4 or 5.
I don't know much about that, but I can see if he can.
Have you asked him how he got the tattoo?
He doesn't know that I know.
Oh, okay, then you really can't ask.
Nah. It's like he was kind of drunk, passed out on the bed when I saw that. And since I had the feeling it had something to do with, well, I didn't really want to mention it to him.
So that's cool. It's fine. I mean, you have to handle that yourself, I guess. But that's kind of a thing in itself.
Yeah.
Because that just strikes me as so wrong. I can't imagine doing that to a child.
No, neither can I.
Maybe that's why it was so vague. He was so young, he can't remember it very well.
Well, okay, so now we need to come up with something for me, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much time we still have left.
Well, at this point, I will roll for that, actually.
Yeah, because we took some time to look through a few things, and technically he was going to sleep for 5 hours.
Yeah, I saw. Let's say you don't have that much time anymore, but well,
Give me a memory. Or you can just tell him what I told you, and we'll just say I told you first.
Horseback riding. And as a young kid, I always dreamt about a wolf running alongside of me. Well, not always, but like once every month or something.
Are you sure you want to mention that?
Oh, that's good. I don't know.
You can say it if you want. I just question because you know what that made certain other person, how they reacted.
Oh, right, yes. I was just trying to come up with dreams that I actually remember, and apart from, the white faces, I don't
Change
really
the animal to something else.
Okay,
A coyote.
sure, why not? Horseback riding with a coyote. Sounds awesome.
And the translation of this is, there was a coyote, a recurring dream of a coyote, and you still have it, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually did go horseback riding. With family? Mom and dad?
I really hated it. It's one of the things that no, actually it was one of the things that I liked. But yeah, no, my dad always took me on like these hunting trips. And
So it was with your dad then?
yeah, but he wasn't not a dream.
Well, this is a fake dream. It's okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
At this point, both of you may roll perception awareness.
5,
so I'll do it for
please.
you. Yes, I know. All right, you got 2, and Chrissy still has 1. You hear stirring coming from Greenlee.
Lay down.
Kind of flops herself down. Yeah. She closes her eyes.
And you see his arms start to move. He's still not awake, really. More, that in-between state.
Leah's just going to sit back and let him wake up on his own.
Okay.
Nobody likes being woken up by some person they've never met. Oh, well, more than once.
Mm-hmm.
So just sit back and let him do his thing.
Alright. Well, he'll take another, like, 10, 15 minutes to completely wake up. And then he'll slowly sit up. Okay, I slept pretty
Hi.
well. Hi.
Hi. Let me just check Senna. Maybe she's waking up here.
Okay. And he's rubbing in his eyes, really.
She's gonna walk over to Senna and just sort of shake her just a little bit.
Senna's kind of stretching herself. Like, ah.
You may do manipulation expression here.
I need to check that dice pool. Manipulation expression. 4 dice, please.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
like all my
we got
power
two
rolls.
successes. Yeah, and then a 9. Right.
Very convincing.
Well, he is also rubbing in his eyes, so, you know. He kind of doesn't.
She kind of does a fake yawn and actually moans like, "Oh my god, Leon, you never heard of 5 more minutes?"
I'm not complaining. I mean, God, what are you whining about here?
Sorry.
You can go back to sleep then. I just thought you would like to wake up.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
She's gonna start picking up all the herb stuff that's everywhere now.
So this gonna stand up from the floor. Ah.
Why'd you lie down on the floor?
Well, because you're on the couch.
Yeah. And there is a 3-seater right there, and he points to the to the sofa right next to it.
I didn't really want to get that all, like, herbed up.
Fair enough. Yes.
Nothing. That was actually I think it went pretty well. So thank you.
Okay. Did you figure anything out, or is it gonna take some time to figure out? Because, well, Cinna did say you were just starting, so I would understand if you need some time to figure it out.
No, I mean, I took the time to take care of that while we were sleeping, actually. So I can tell you what I saw and what I think happened, because that's kind of what I can tell you.
Go ahead.
We'll just assume that I told him, because I talked to go over the whole thing again. Pretty much just exactly what she saw and what she thinks. Aside from the tattoo part, she's just going to say she felt pinpricks on the back of her neck, the back of her neck, but not. But go. I really don't get that part.
Okay. You'll see him, move his hand towards his neck, but stop. And then, okay, thank you, Miss Leah.
Was that pretty accurate?
I
You don't have to answer that.
don't remember most of my dreams.
I was just wondering, 'cause since it was right after waking, you might have remembered more.
No, no, not really.
Okay.
But thank you. Well, to be honest, if nothing else, I needed a nap.
Yeah, I'm hoping you felt pretty good after that one. He got the full sleep, so he's like, yeah, awesome nap.
Yeah. He's still, kind of groggy from waking up, but other than that, yeah. Can I offer you guys anything to eat before you go, or? Because he looks at the clock, it's like 9 o'clock already. It's like,
yeah. His night's kind of screwed, but he'll just go to bed late. He'll be fine.
Well, it's a holiday today, so tomorrow no work. Yay!
That is amazing. I've been off work I technically vacation for like a week.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. It helps when you work for your brother-in-law.
Yeah, usually that does help, for sure. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, my sister just married my boss, so
Uh-huh.
well, they're on a honeymoon, so therefore no work for me.
That's useful.
Yeah, I'm having my own private little vacation while they're off in Europe.
Mm. Cool.
Mm.
I don't think I've had vacation in a long time.
You should do it. It's actually very nice.
I should, but I can't. Can like, did I ask you for food yet?
You did, just nobody answered.
Okay, then I did the right thing. Let me know if you do want food. Otherwise, I'll get James to drive you wherever you want. Really.
Oh, food, please.
Okay. Anything specific?
Food. She kind of, or she's saying that, and you can hear her stomach like. Roar.
Wow, Sarah, really? Wow, sleeping isn't that tiring. Haha. I know.
He
It's bad.
just stares at you two like, okay. He'll grab his phone, and Cinna knows who he's calling. What do you guys want for food?
Whatever. I don't care. And please, that's not an invite to buy everything.
No, I was either thinking like pizza or burgers.
Burgers.
Okay, cool. Couple of burgers. Get some for yourself. Cool. 10, 15? Great. Awesome. And he hangs up the phone again.
I seem to have pizza like every day. It's kind of ridiculous.
Cinna's on her way to the kitchen to just make coffee because, yeah.
There is no coffee maker. There's an espresso machine.
She's like looking at it, trying to figure out how it works.
It is the most simple thing ever made. It says press here for coffee. Well, espresso.
Nice. So she's rummaging around, finding cups. Anyone else wants? She shouts out from the kitchen.
Yeah, actually.
Sure. You won't find cups for those anywhere, by the way.
Alex.
Press the button.
Sir? What?
Press the button.
Is it supposed to fall in my hands?
Just do it.
Okay, fine. Press the button.
And
clean up the mess.
Okay. And a little sliding door opens in the front, and a cup slides out right under the nozzles. It fills completely perfectly. Ta-da! And then you hear ding. That's one.
Takes it out, puts it aside, presses again. Just
yep,
kind of
and it does that 2 more times.
Those like in front of the thing. It's like, wow.
I feel like we are on Star Trek at this point.
Yeah.
Is this a food replicator? Does it also produce, I don't know, chocolate cake?
No, it says coffee.
It's an espresso machine. We're working on the replicator. It's not really working right now.
Oh man.
Well, they only
I'm
started
totally
like 2
interested.
months. They only started like 2 months ago. I mean,
wow.
They can make some, non-food stuff, but.
Well, we want to make sure our food is safe. So.
A 3D printer? Are they working
I think a lot quicker. Like a 3D printer uses, and then he goes into this whole explanation on how it works, how each layer is done separately in AutoCAD, etc., etc. And at the end of it goes like, no, this is just like it squirts it out and then just laser cuts it everywhere. That's it.
Like 5 minutes in that explanation, Sina's just standing up and walking towards the window, and she's like, no, I can't not.
Wait, what was the explanation of how the replicator is supposed to work?
He basically explained it, that it just squirts out this goop. He can't really explain what the goop is. The engineers haven't.
I got 1 success on a science roll.
Yes. Well, you know that this is actually how they would do it. It's just the exact science of it, like the chemical composition and such, you would not know.
That's okay. I was just kind of seeing if I could catch a little bit more. That's all.
No, well,
Because she would have been listening interested. She actually, she's going to school to be a nurse, and she has a little bit of science, and so she's kind of curious.
yes.
Yeah.
Once again, if you've ever looked at a Time magazine, you do know that he has 2 PhDs and a master's degree. So.
Oh, that's fine. He's way smarter than me. That's cool, but.
No, just saying. So yeah, he does the whole explanation. In the meantime, about like the last 2-3 minutes of the explanation, James comes in carrying like 2 bags that smell way too good, to be honest.
James! Sidda's kind of running towards him, like, oh god, thank heavens you're here. He's been going on in about 15 to 20 minutes about this, and
He does that, man.
god, I'm so hungry.
I hope you're not gonna hug me.
No, I'm gonna hug those bags. If that's
Okay.
What's
Thank you,
wrong with hugs? What is wrong with hugs? Seriously, I don't get it.
Nothing, ma'am. I just have certain things in my jacket that I would rather.
Okay, I get it.
Thank you, ma'am.
I was only kidding you anyway.
I couldn't tell, sorry.
It's okay. Apparently, my sense of humor, it takes a little while to get used to, and then it makes Senna like laugh crazy.
I noticed last time, thank you.
I just won't bring up that subject again.
It's fine, ma'am. He just tries to find the words and he can't.
Just let him off the hook. Just smile to him.
Mm-hmm. He'll ask Mr. Greenlee if there's anything else he needs, and Greenlee will just say, "No, thank you, James. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. If you need anything else, James will nod and go outside and take the elevator down again.
Sidda's just smiling. She's trying to hold her laughter in, but it's obvious that it takes like a lot of effort. And when James is kind of like out from of the apartment, she's like, "Oh God, that poor guy has had the most horrible evening ever."
Narwhals swimming in the ocean.
And you see Greenlee just look at you guys like, you really expect 2 women giggling is his worst day? I'll have to tell him that. I mean,
no.
Cambodia was worse, but sure. If you say that, sure. Well.
I might actually not be surprised if he thinks that Cambodia is less of a challenge than handling 2 girls. But, well, you're probably right.
He always said he wanted kids, but I don't know anymore.
I'm just gonna say neither of us is technically a kid.
Yes. But
We just
still,
act like it. That's all.
kind of the point.
Hey, we are not hurting anybody.
Except his psyche.
I waited to sing the Narwhal song till he left.
It's true enough.
In the meanwhile, Sidda's giggling and unpacking the food.
Yep, and they're like big burgers, fries, shakes too, somehow.
Ooh.
Gods.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about now?
I'm hungry.
Apparently she's on a diet.
What? Who? Diet?
You.
No.
Why would you be on a diet? You're like super skinny anyway.
I'm not on a diet. Who says that?
Oh, your friend here.
Well, I thought you were complaining about the milkshakes. I mean,
No, I'm hungry.
then
Oh my
eat.
god. Yeah. She's just going to attack the fries first.
Mm-hmm. And while you eat, and I'm going to assume this is around the coffee table, if you guys don't mind, you'll turn on the TV and put on the cheesiest like 60s B movie ever, like Swamp Thing or something, and he'll just watch it, enjoys it. He'll like point
It's
stuff
his
out.
house. Not even gonna complain. It's his house.
He does ask if you guys mind or
No,
want something
it's
else
fine.
on, or want conversation.
Or look, it's probably a werewolf movie.
No, it's
Werewolf in
specifically
Paris.
not. It's specifically not a werewolf movie. Anything else, yes, vampire movie or something like Bram Stoker's Dracula, that kind of thing. It's 70s or 80s though, but whatever. That kind of thing.
No, I'm just basically like, yeah, no, it's cool, go ahead. I was forced to watch Star Trek. I can handle this.
And he'll start talking to you about the original series that are all the DVD box sets are like nicely lined up next to the TV, and he's just explaining that he's on box set number 2 of the whole thing. He's like going on a rant on
This
that.
is where Leah starts doing the smile and nod because she like has no interest in Star Trek,
Uh-huh.
and she was kind of forced to watch it. So
Yeah.
now she actually knows who the main people are, but it doesn't really change the fact that she doesn't really get into it. So she's gonna do a lot of smiling and nodding.
And he'll just continue explaining and keeping an eye on the movie at the same time.
And it's okay, I got food to distract me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's focusing on the food. And after that, you'll just hear in a corner of the room, well, not in a corner of the room, but basically on the couch, she's pulling her feet up on the couch. You'll hear a Super Mario song playing in. Or Tetris or whatever.
Tetris.
He'll
I love
look
that.
over. He'll look over your shoulder. No, not there. The other place.
Save that long one.
Yeah.